Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be doing a review and first impressions on the Too Faced Born This Way foundation that I picked up from Mecca. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the foundation first and what it claims to be. So it's an oil-free foundation. It's supposed to be undetectable, medium to full coverage foundation. It's infused with coconut water to delicately replenish the skin's moisture levels, alpine rose to brighten the skin's appearance and promote elasticity, and hyaluronic acid for a smoother, more youthful appearance. So that sounds really nice. It says that the oil-free foundation masterfully diffuses the line between makeup and skin. Coverage is so undetectable and skin so naturally radiant, they'll think you were born this way. So a tip here is for I woke up like this perfection. Apply from the center of the face outward and blend. Build to full coverage by layering as needed. So that sounds good. It sounds like it's good for layering and building up the coverage. They've got some claims on the back from customer study results for saying 100% said this foundation blurred their imperfections, 98% said this foundation made their skin look absolutely perfect, and 97% said this foundation provided natural coverage. So they're all really hefty, amazing claims for this foundation. And I have seen quite a few reviews on this. It has only just come out in Australia, so I've seen a lot of reviews over in the US and the UK because it's been released there. Now, it is not a cheap foundation by any means, but it's not overly expensive either. I think it's kind of midway for a high-end foundation. It's $53 from Mecca Cosmetica, so you can order it online. If you purchase online, there is no shipping if you spend over $60, I think, so you might have to pick up something else. Their shipping is really fast, like 2 days to where I am in or southeast Queensland. So yeah, let's get on to this. Now today's weather is overcast, it's a little bit windy. It's about 20 degrees at the moment, so it's not like it's stinking hot or anything like that. Okay, so I'm going to prime my skin first. I normally would anyway, and with the kind of weather that's today, I would choose the Lumi Magique from L'Oreal. Using one small pump. And just going to blend that into my skin. So I don't have a great deal to do today, but I am going to the hairdresser this morning. So yeah, it'll definitely be put through its paces because I don't think I'll get my hair washed though. I'm just getting a trim. So yeah, let's see how it goes today. So I'm going to use my beauty blender to apply the foundation. So it's got a general pump and nice frosted glass. So just going to do one pump on the back of my hand. So that's not a full pump. I didn't press it all the way down. So just going to apply it how I would normally apply a foundation, where I dot it onto my skin and then blend it in with the beauty blender. Okay, so it seems to be blending in quite nicely. And the colour is quite a good match, and the colour I got was natural beige, so I'm happy about that. So just work it down my neck, because the neck's the lightest part of your face, because your face actually covers your neck. And when I fake tan, I do put it up on my neck, but because I do usually run foundation and bronzer and stuff down my neck, I exfoliate fairly heavily, so fake tan does not sort of last very long. Okay, so I haven't used all of that that's on the back of my hand, but I've got one sort of nice even layer all over my skin. Now, it doesn't look like, my skin still looks like skin. And it doesn't look like it's like heavy or cakey, so, but I wouldn't say it's medium coverage at the moment. Like, this is the hard bit that I'm trying to grasp in my head, that they're saying that it's skin that still looks like skin, but medium to full coverage. Like, when you've got full coverage foundation on, you can tell you've got full coverage foundation on. So yeah, I'm just going to use the rest that's on the back of my hand and just sort of move it through that T-zone area and then out from there. So I don't think I'm going to use anything more than what I pumped out, because I wouldn't normally use anything more than that anyway, and I do think that once I add concealer and all that kind of powder and jazz and all that kind of stuff over the top, I think it would be too much for me. So, I mean, it's definitely built up really well, and I think it looks really, really nice. So, gosh, I hope it lasts really well for the rest of the day. So I will pop back and see you and see how it's going just for the rest of the day. And yeah, but at the moment I'm really happy with how that's looking. Okay, I will see you later. So I'm quickly back, I finished off my makeup and I'm about to run out the door, but just wanted to check in, let you know it is now 20 to 10, so it was about 20 past 9 when I first put the foundation on. So I've only been on my face for about 20 minutes just while I was putting the rest of my makeup on. And my blush and my bronzer and my highlighter all blended out beautifully over it. The concealer was amazing, and I actually used a new concealer as well. I used the new Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. Oh my god, I think I found a holy grail. So I hope it doesn't cake up, because it just covered everything. Oh my goodness. Eyes today, I used the new Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. It's the first time I've used it. Oh my god, I'm going to call it now. I think that this is the best naked palette that Urban Decay has come out with. Oh my god. I used, oops, there goes the brush. I used these two matte colours just all over the lid, and then I put this sort of skin tone colour through my crease, and then I put these sort of the purple colour and the sort of chocolatey colour through the outer sort of corner and into the crease as well to just build that up. And then on the inner corner I used this really bright shimmery champagne colour, and then I used these two colours over the actual mobile lid, and I am so impressed with how easily those dark colours just blended out. I just put them on a fluffy brush and then just went like this, and it was like blended out. I didn't have to keep going in and blending, it wasn't grabbing. I just used my normal NYX eyeshadow base. Go and get the palette, guys. When you order the Too Faced Born You This Way foundation, pick this up too. So I'll be back after I've been to the hairdresser, so in a couple of hours time. I'll see you then. Hey guys, so I'm back now. It's been 2 hours since I first applied the foundation, and if you haven't already noticed, I got my hair cut super short. Check it out. Love it. I've got some definite short hair goals there. So, okay, so let's just get back to what we really need to be talking about, and that's the foundation. So, yes, I did spend the time sitting in front of a mirror at the hairdressers, but I have my glasses off, so I can't see anything without my glasses, so I don't know how it's going. So, and when I got home, I took a heap of washing out of the dryer and folded all, and I have avoided going into the mirror and having a close-up look, just so I could see what my first reaction would be on camera. So let's go. Okay, so the only place I can see where it's sunk in a little bit is just in that crease that I've got on my forehead, which is no biggie because that happens with whatever foundation I put on. Nothing is going to stop that happening. So it doesn't look shiny or dewy, I don't think. It looks healthy on my skin. I think my skin looks like skin. It doesn't look cakey or anything like that. The blush and the bronzers all held up really, really well. I can't say that that's faded or anything like that. Take my glasses off and have a look at what's happening around my nose area. Yes, it has worn off a touch, sort of where my glasses have been sitting, but that could also be concealer as well. And on that note, where I've used that new concealer, it hasn't caked up, or yeah, I'm really impressed with that. It has not caked at all around my nose, and I did put that new concealer around my nose, so interesting. Usually by now it's gotten a little bit like worn or just caked up and gone a little bit sort of greasy looking around sort of the nose area. I've had a coffee and also had some biscuits to eat, and it hasn't worn off. My lipstick's obviously come off just a touch, but it hasn't worn around my lips. The hairdresser just sprayed my hair wet, so obviously some of it did go onto my face, but I don't think it's like moved any of the foundation. It's not sitting funny on like any peach fuzz or anything like that. Yeah, I am super impressed so far. Yeah, it hasn't oxidized either, so I'm happy about that. Just have a look around my hairline, because obviously I've been playing, or the hairdresser's been playing there. Nothing has moved or, you know, scratched away or anything like that. Thumbs up for the 2-hour mark. I'll see you back in a couple more hours. Bye guys. Guys, so I'm back. I turned my lights on because it is absolutely pouring outside. We have had storm after storm after storm just coming across since I got home a couple of hours ago. So I was sort of thinking, oh, is that rain gonna go so that I can film and it's not going to be as loud as anything, but it's not going anywhere. We're just gonna be getting storm after storm. So figured I would just film and yeah, hopefully you can hear me. Okay, so the time is now 12:41. So it's been about three and a bit hours since I put the foundation on. So in the viewfinder, just looking there, I think it looks really good. Yes, that has gone down into that crease that I've got, but you know, we all have those issues with our face and skin, unless I decide to get some Botox, which I'm terrified about, so I don't think that's ever going to happen. It's just going to look like that. So looking in the mirror now. Okay, so I can't see that it's like worn anywhere. My blush and my bronzer and my highlight's still all intact. It doesn't look like it has like worn off anywhere. Got a little bit of random brow product, just doing something stupid there. Yeah, I just had some lunch, so had like a toasted sandwich, so I had a little bit of cheese dripping on my lip, and you know, it hasn't moved anything from around my lip area. I'm really impressed with that. One thing I did forget to say earlier, I cleaned out my beauty blender just with some antibacterial hand soap straight after this morning, and it came out so easily. Like some foundations I need to like scrub and really get the soap into the actual beauty blender, and this just came straight off. And even the bit on the back of my hands, sometimes some of those long wear sort of foundations or full coverage foundations, that they tend to really stain the back of your hand and you have to really scrub to get it off, like numerous times, whereas I just scrubbed it once and it all came off. So I was really happy about that and how it came out of the beauty blender really easily. Just take off my glasses. Nothing sort of changed around the sort of my eye area at all. I'm really happy with that. Around my nose, nothing has congealed or separated or gone oily. So far so good. So I'll try and come back at least 2 more times this afternoon, but 3 hours in, I'm pretty impressed with how it's looking at the moment. Okay, so coming back in with probably what's going to be my final review of the foundation today. I've been wearing the foundation now for more than 5 hours, and I kind of think that once you get to the 5-hour mark, I really don't think it's going to change too much. I've got some wacky hair doing something weird there. Yeah, I might take a photo before I take off my makeup and have a shower tonight and insert that at the end. But just looking at my foundation, I do think it's a little bit shiny. It's not looking like that on the camera, but I really don't think it's going to change much more. It has oxidized just a slight amount, so it has started to warm up a little bit. The rain and the storms are all gone now, and it hasn't like sunk in too much sort of around my nose. There's a little bit around my sort of glasses area, but once you sort of get to this sort of stage with makeup, I think once you've just got a little bit of powder and you can touch up. So hold that thought. I'll go and grab the powder that I used earlier today and just pop some of that on my face. So the powder that I actually set the foundation with today was just Dim Light from my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. So just going to pop a little bit of that on my brush, tap off the excess, and just press it into the skin, sort of just through that T-zone area. And oh yeah, that has just mattified everything down and just made everything look like it did at 9 o'clock this morning. So yeah, that's no biggie for you to have to touch up. Especially, I think that it's hard to find a foundation that you're not going to need to touch up later in the day. Yeah, I'm really impressed with that Born This Way foundation. Good work, Too Faced. Bye guys.